Retour sur l'édition 2025 du Chicago Pinball Expo. Cette année, le très attendu Chicago Pinball Expo s'est déroulé au Schaumburg Convention Center, dans la ville de Schaumburg, près de Chicago. Le Convention Center est rattaché à l'immense hôtel Renaissance qui fait partie de la chaîne Marriott, et c'est ici que séjournent la plupart des invités. C'est à ma connaissance le plus vieux salon dédié aux flippers. Rendez-vous compte, cela fait 41 ans que Rob Burke organise ce salon avec ses équipes de bénévoles. Ce salon est une véritable institution. On y retrouve les principaux fabricants de flippers et de pièces détachées, les designers du moment qui participent à des séminaires et à des séances d'autographes, des alignements de flippers apportés par les collectionneurs, et il y a également le concours du meilleur flipper homebrew et un tournoi IFPA. Stern organise en parallèle une visite de son usine et une soirée est organisée à l'Anthurium le mercredi soir. L'organisateur du salon met en place un système de navettes gratuit pour permettre aux participants d'aller du salon à l'usine Stern et du salon à l'Anthurium pour la soirée Bumper Blast. L'Anthurium se situe dans le centre commercial Woodfield, tout proche. Les participants internationaux sont conviés à un événement d'accueil spécial 1 heure avant les visiteurs nationaux. Pour 40 $, vous avez accès à un buffet et 3 heures de jeu illimité. Une carte de jeu Anthurium vous permet de jouer de manière illimitée sur les bornes d'arcade et les flippers.
This place is just unbelievable. This is incredible. And this isn't the place where the convention is. This is just where we are tonight. This is the warm-up. This is the warm-up party. Massive bowling alley, and look at all these pinball machines. Look at all these brand new pinball machines. Wow. Just unbelievable. Joys. Look at that, all the cameras arranged for tournaments, so it can all be screened on a big screen. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Just massive. How exciting is this? How exciting.
Pour 35 $, il était possible de visiter l'usine Stern le vendredi 17 octobre 2025 avec un départ en bus depuis l'hôtel Renaissance sur 4 rotations horaires prédéfinies, 8h45, 10h15, 11h45 et 13h15.
Thank you all for coming. You know, this is the house that you all built. I think you're going to enjoy your tour and you're going to get to see something that you don't get to see very often.
We grew because you guys liked our games and we designed better and better games.
Look around you, look at this amazingness, look at all these games, and then you're going to see the most amazing pinball factory in the world.
I really like being able to see everything that is in production, you know, just seeing how everything is assembled.
The wirings, wow, the wirings and how much wiring goes into these machines. A quarter mile, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. It is pretty overwhelming when you walk in. It's like, oh, it's super huge. From the outside, it looks big, but nothing like from the inside.
We got here a dragon mech, watch out.
They get slid into a box from there and they pick them up and hopefully ship them off to you guys.
I found it really interesting seeing the behind the scenes, learning how a pinball machine is actually made.
Every Data East game, Sega game, and Stern game has gone through this here machine, this very one.
Like how many checks it has to go and how complex the actual structure is.
I would recommend taking the tour, especially if you own pinball machines like we do. Even one that we just bought, Dungeons & Dragons, to see it there on the assembly line was unbelievable.
They bring them to life, like these play fields, it's like you're in the game. It's so amazing.
Looking at all the other brands of pinballs, you know, Stern really kind of stands out.
We came back just for the tour. We drove
4.5 hours.
Yeah, 4.5 hours just for the actual tour.
Come on in, folks.
Thank you all for coming and joining us. We're really happy to have you here and I hope you have a good time.
Jeudi 16 octobre 2025 à 11 h, ouverture des conférences et de la salle d'exposition au public. Une fois votre badge en main, vous pouvez rentrer. Beaucoup d'affluence sur le salon et ce dès le premier jour d'ouverture. Parmi les curiosités cette année, on notera la présence d'une table cocktail rotation 8 de Bally Midway de 1978. On notera également la présence d'un Scopitone. C'est une sorte de jukebox vidéo. Le Scopitone est une invention française qui date de 1960. Cet appareil ingénieux pouvait lire une sélection de films 16 mm. Il est assez rare d'en voir en bon état de fonctionnement et esthétique. Cet appareil qui aura une existence éphémère sera commercialisé entre 1960 et 1965.
Here's something you don't see every day.
Cliff et Colleen étaient présents sur leur stand No Flip Pinball pour faire découvrir aux visiteurs les débuts du flipper grâce à leur collection spectaculaire de machines datant des années 30. L'espace découverte Fun with Pinball permettait aux visiteurs d'explorer les mécanismes et pour les plus téméraires de mettre la main à la pâte en apprenant à souder. Il y avait également la traditionnelle zone des flippers homebrew, où des amateurs présentaient fièrement leur réalisation. Ils étaient 40 à avoir fait le déplacement avec leurs machines, dont un Français qui est venu présenter le flipper The Invaders, inspiré par la série télévisée Les Envahisseurs. Il s'agit du flipper créé par Tadeg Normand et Nicolas Pincemain pour le code. D'après une idée originale du fils de Tadeg, Christen, de faire un flipper tiré de la série télévisée Les Envahisseurs avec David Vincent. Tadeg était seul à faire le déplacement depuis la France pour représenter le flipper, et il a bien fait car il a fait sensation auprès du public et du jury en gagnant plusieurs prix. Le flipper a obtenu le prix du meilleur artwork pour son caisson de flipper, qui, rappelons-le, est un caisson avec logo lumineux. Il a également gagné le prix spécial pour la distance parcourue depuis la France et surtout le prix du deuxième meilleur flipper homebrew du salon 2025.
You believe me? I don't know what I believe. I want you to see them. I want you to see them. It's got to be stopped.
Un autre flipper a également retenu toute l'attention du jury. Il s'agit du flipper homebrew Little Big Trouble in China de Kyle Smith, alias Mudflaps Pinball. Il gagne le prix du meilleur flipper homebrew du salon, et ce n'est pas un inconnu car c'est sa deuxième réalisation, car il est l'auteur du magnifique flipper Vendredi 13 qu'il avait présenté à l'expo l'année dernière. Kyle s'est entouré des meilleurs, l'arme artistique de Randy Martinez, graphisme du plateau de jeu de Brian Hanen, son et musique originale de Scott Danesi, backglass peinte à la main par Michael Calandra, topper interactif d'Electric Playground et Randy Martinez, appels vocaux de l'acteur original de Big Trouble in Little China, James Pax. Le jeu propose 18 modes impressionnants, dont 6 missions de film, 4 multi-billes uniques, un éclairage LED RVB, 3 rampes, 9 cibles tombantes, 6 cibles fixes, 2 rebonds, 2 aimants et un Toys Bash-Up Pop-Up.
I would like to ask 3 people or 3 games to come up. Larry, you want to announce our top 3? Okay, we're going to announce, well, we're going to bring everybody up, but we're going to say who they did, right? Invasion needs to come up here. Big Trouble in Little China needs to come up here. And Mad Max needs to come up here. And I'd like you all to come up here. We're going to have the second runner-up. Larry's going to announce the second runner-up. What? No, the second, then the first. Sure. Look at the bottom of this. Okay. 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 This is the second runner-up. Best of show, as voted on by this very esteemed panel. If you are unhappy with our decisions, talk to Ken. The second runner-up, Mad Max. Congratulations. You guys want to say something? Give it to me. Thank you. Now Larry's going to announce our... I wanted to announce this one. All 3 of the finalists, I loved all those games. We all picked different top games. I got outvoted, even though Joe made it sound like harmony. So the first runner-up for the homebrew competition for 2025 is Invasion, my favorite game. Invaders. I'll be back next year to get the game right. Tech, would you like to say a few words? Surprise. Everything is a surprise. And I imagine everybody know why I'm here. Because of this man. He's the best.
Drove you crazy too, huh?
I saw him. He say, "You want to come?" I say, "You're crazy." So I follow you, and it's incredible for me because I didn't know I was coming here, and on the paper of the world, French, because it wasn't supposed to be here. So it's great honor. It's incredible. I don't believe it. I'm still sleeping in my bed in France, and I'm dreaming. Thank you very much. Great.
All right, well, you know who the winner is then. No surprise. Come on, Tino. All right. Big Trouble in Little China.
Worked out pretty good.
I got three things super quick. Number one, thank you to everybody who actually makes what we do possible. The software folks, the hardware folks, the folks that build boards, the folks who toil hours just to build software so we can make these cool games. Thank you. Number two, if you brought a game here, please raise your hand. Everybody else, please clap for those people who brought a game here. An amazing, talented, incredible group of human beings that are all awesome. And if you want to build a game, talk to those folks. The last thing I want to say is I don't want to be up here again. I want to see one of you guys up here with a fantastic game. And thank you for bringing games in various stages of development. I appreciate it. Thank you so much to the judges.
Hi there. How are you? Good morning.
Yeah, hello. I'm very good.
Yeah? So tell us a little bit about this now. I was telling chat just before, I saw a trailer come up on YouTube for this. It looked like a Stern trailer, and it caught me by surprise. Talk a little bit about your homebrew.
My homebrew is a 5-year story. And we begin, like a lot of people in France or maybe in the world, with the COVID.
Yeah, it's kind of where a lot of homebrew started, right?
Yeah, because since I was child, I love pinball machine, like all the passionate people like here. So I was playing, I'm 58, I was playing since maybe 12 years old, you know, in my little city in Bretagne, La France. And okay, time passed. I have a kid now, his name is Christian, now he's 20 years, big boy.
Oh, wow.
He's big boy.
He's not 20, you don't look a day over 30.
What?
Yeah, I'm just,
really?
Yeah.
Kidding, I don't want to speak anymore. And but 5 years ago, he was 15 years. And with him, I was looking the old TV show, The Invaders. It's very surprising because people here don't know them, don't know it.
Not many, but some do, yeah.
Yeah, some do, not many, all people. Can I tell him what to do? Can I tell him? Yeah. If you want to go into mission, you have to touch right or right. Okay. You will hit select mission. You go inside, and so you can choose one of the 12 missions. Okay. And it will be the famous Reagan mission. You get it? Now, your backhand, it's possible. You get it? Easy? and you have to choose Reagan. Reagan. Yeah, that's it. If possible, people are, look, the topper is moving.
Oh, wow. Wait. We got to get that.
Topper is moving. Don't touch. Be ready. Look, play it. Yeah. You're on it. Prove it. And
oh, there's a ray gun. A guy's hand just came out of the game.
So you have to shoot with, there is a timer.
Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Oh, the ball is in the scoop.
Yeah. The light.
Oh, it's staged the ball.
10 seconds on. So you have to go quick. Go. Fast. Right. You get it. Just in time.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
okay, Tadek. So tell us. Okay.
So,
We're
following. So, yeah, people like it very much. Like surprising. In France, yeah, I did only 2 shows in France. A woman, around 50, she was surprised. She nearly fell. She nearly fell. So we were looking for the TV show, and my son was 15 years, and we were playing sometime, looking with a great pleasure with him. And he said, "Hey, Dad, you can do a pinball machine with this. That's it." And I say, "Okay, let's try." And
if my son said that to me, I'd be like, "Go in your room." No.
Yeah, but the truth, I give him a punch.
But then you did it.
Yeah. I try, and I can do artwork, metal piece, everything, but not the code. Okay. The code. So at this moment, after a few weeks, or maybe, I don't know, 1 or 2 months, he say, if you want to continue, what do you have to do? Because kids always say, let's go, it's easy. I say, I must find somebody to make the code. Say, let's go, easy for him. He don't do nothing. So I find a friend in the pinball world, in Brittany, because it's very small compared to here. And his name is Nicolas Pinsma. And we met, and after blah, 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 okay, we go on the first version. Him the code, and me, playfield, toys, and we work. For 2 years, we make a little try, like a flat no round. And with the beginning, we see it should be possible to do update version. And so 3 years after, I'm here.
And this is this. What system is this? Is this running fast, or is this running custom?
Cobra pin. Cobra pin with MPF. But to tell you the truth, for me, it's like Chinese.
But you know what? This is your brainchild. This is your. How difficult was it to come up, or how long did it take for you to come up with the rule set and the story of the game?
In fact, because I was playing, I have a little collection in my house, like beautiful pinball, as everybody knows, Medieval Madness, Indiana Jones.
He's got a Medieval Madness.
And Theater of Magic. I had some other, but at the maximum, maybe I had 10. Not at the same time, because I'm a little poor. Yeah. So
I've got 1.
It's okay. Now I got 1. With 2 with this one. Okay. So I tried several, but my model, the best for me is Medieval Madness. Like a lot of people, I think. But there is a lot very, very good. All pinball is nice.
This really feels like an Attack from Mars version 2, like an upgrade.
In fact, when I began to design it, it was a little simple because all I look. There was like 6 missions, maybe 6 castles. 6. I said, okay, I'm going to make 12. That's it. So I said, if it's 6, I do 12. It was a lot of it's a lot of work now to say that for my friend in France, Nicolas, because 6 it's easier than 12. You know? So when you don't know about code informatic, you think it's easy, but it's not easy.
So how much of the actual show, The Invaders, do you have in the game?
How many shows I went to?
Yeah, like how many like episodes of The Invaders? It's a TV show, correct?
It's 67, all TV, American TV show. And there is, for 2 years, 43 episodes.
Wow. And you have, how much of it in the game do you have?
I don't understand.
Oh, how many like video clips? How many clips from the TV show?
I got like 60. 60. And I learned to make it. I learned to make it. So at the beginning it was like too long, you know.
Yeah.
So I have to be short.
Yeah.
Like 2-3 seconds.
And you did all the artwork. You did the little icons.
Icons, everything.
What did you use to do that? Are you like After Effects or something?
No. I tried, but no, because I was used to work with Photoshop, Illustrator, like a graphic designer in Brittany.
Oh, okay.
La région de Bretagne. La région de Bretagne. It's my country, you know. Coucou, coucou, la région de Bretagne. Coucou, les gars.
Okay. So what is your favorite? Maybe I can guess what your favorite thing in the game is. But what is
the toys?
Tell us about the toys. So you have the ray gun.
The ray gun, the big topper.
The topper is amazing. I'm glad we got to see that. Yeah.
Yeah. In each mission, it's lifting. It's like big. Yeah. And the little one is moving right, left, going down, and take the ball up. So there is 3 big toys.
Now on it, like for brand new people who are just getting into homebrew, clearly your son said, "Dad, you can do this." Did you think you could and you just did it, or you like?
Yeah, it was a
have to start,
but I think you have to be skilled in some parts, to have some skills. So in my past, I work in the selling on the sea, but with machine, with tube, plastic. Okay. And I'm a shaper. I work to make surfboard, you know. Okay. So I used to work with my hand.
Oh, I gotta tell you, this just looks like a finished game. It really just, it feels a little out of place here because it's so beautiful and it's so finished. Yeah. Typically, you'll look at a homebrew and it's almost done.
You have to go into red saucer. Red saucer. With this light, it's difficult to see. Red, white, red. If you hit the red saucer, letters going tack, and it's opening, and you're going to have a multi-ball. But after, at the same time, select mission is open, so you can go. X bonus at the top. There is a mission. There is a diverter. I don't know the name.
Yep, that's it.
Diverter? Yeah, I said diverter. So look, too late, because when you make 4 save, it's a save.
Yeah, ball save.
Ball save, left or right, but you have to be quick.
This is absolutely beautiful. So it was a 5-year process.
Yeah, exactly. And 2 to begin to train, and the 3 last for this one.
So it was like a 2-year like startup, like learning. Okay, what do I need? What wood? White wood. The shots. Do they feel good?
I try with two playfield. One more simple, and I don't have it because I did stupid thing on it. I did a playfield wood printed, very high quality, and I mess everything with the vernis, with the coat. I mess it. Well, you know, I say, oh, I try with professional. I try with myself with resin. Awful. So it was a try, but a big try, and but it was not a success.
Well, I got to tell you, Tadek, this is just beautiful. This is The Invaders. What do you have a plan for another game?
Exactly. Yeah. I'll try, but you know, like every pinball homebrew, it's a secret.
Yes. Yeah.
You have to call me in a few months, and I'll tell you.
Nice. Okay. Do you want to shout out real quick your YouTube channel so people can take a look at it?
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. What?
Speak your YouTube channel. What is the YouTube channel, or is it just Tad?
Listen right now.
That's okay.
So I just met YouTube. It's a Tad Pinball.
TAD.
Yeah, TAD Pinball. So you can find it, and maybe you can write The Invaders Pinball.
And The Invaders Pinball. You guys, The Invaders Pinball right here at the homebrew section of Pinball Expo 2025. Thank you, Tadek.
Thank you.
This is a beautiful game. Really appreciate it. And thank you for bringing it over so we could stream it. Thank you for bringing it over so we could actually play.
It's only $100.
All right, guys. We'll be back with another one.
Thank you very much.
Now, we're doing the best we can here with what we got, but we do have an aerial view of this game, and as good a shot. Hopefully you guys can see the DMD and the back glass. We try and get as much in as possible. I can actually tilt this up a little so you can see the topper up there. It's amazing. But anyway, we're going to get this started. I'm talking to Kyle. Hey, Kyle. Nice to meet you, man.
For 2 days straight. Glad to be here. Glad to talk about the game.
Great. Let's switch positions so you can be in the shot. And so I got to tell you first, Kyle, I've gotten so many people in chat saying, where's Big Trouble in Little China? Where's Big Trouble in China? Well, maybe tomorrow we're going to get. So, Kyle, tell us a little bit about this fabulous. Look, it's finished. It's done. You're selling them now on the line. Tell us about it.
Well, thank you very much for the compliment. So my first game was Friday the 13th. It debuted last year at TPF. Had a great response there, and I just had such a fun time building that game. And I said, well, what's next for me? Because I'm always thinking about what's next. So I didn't want to do another horror game, even though I kind of like that genre. So I thought, what 80s franchise
that does everybody want?
Yeah. Has action, kung fu, monsters, magic. It's funny. Big Trouble in Little China. Likely a little too niche for the big guys, so I thought I'm just going to go all out. So that was kind of the genesis, and I drew out the layout on a cocktail napkin the day after I got home from TPF.
Okay, so this is your second full homebrew. Between your first, how long did it take, and your second, and this one, how long did it take from conception to done?
So I tell everybody, if you're really moving, it takes about twice as long to make a game as a human being. So the first game took me a year and a half. This game also took me a year and a half. I had a lot more people collaborating on this game, art-wise, sound-wise, so I got Scott Denisi to do some custom tunes. Brian Allen did the playfield art. Randy Martinez did the art blades and the topper. And James Pax is on the topper. He played Lightning in the movie, and he does custom callouts for the game. And John Carpenter signed the back glass.
Wait, no, shut up. Shut it.
For the modes, Brothel Rescue, that has one of the custom Scott Denisi tunes. So if you want the folks to hear what Scott Denisi did for the game, pick Brothel Rescue, you slap the center button.
Wait a minute, okay. All right, let's back up a minute. Because not every normal person...
I just hit you with a lot.
You did, but not every normal person trying to do a homebrew is going to be able to get that roster of folks. How do you even approach any one of those people for a collab on a project?
For sure. So I'm old school with my approach for the game. I mapped it out on a cocktail napkin. As far as the people who are involved, I just asked. I reached out to.
That's it.
That's it. That's what you have to do. Do you want to be involved with my game? So before I asked, I wanted to make sure that this was a theme that they were interested in as much as I was, because if they were going to work on it, I wanted that same passion. Brian said yes, Randy said yes, Scott said yes, James said yes, and we were off.
So I've said this many times on the stream, and it's like 50% of success is just showing up. So just put it out there. There was no magic powder you used, no special thing. You just put it out there and said, hey guys, would you be interested?
Yeah, there's no secret. You just got to put in the work. And, there's no magic formula to reaching out to anybody in the industry or in that world. You just got to reach out and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. With the first game, I had a build log, and I wanted to show everybody what I was doing. With this game, I kept it a little bit closer to the chest. So everybody's involvement, I wasn't vocal about it because I wanted it to be a surprise reveal. So the trailer came out. Everybody that was involved was on the trailer, and worked out really well.
So what's this? What's the platform underneath of this?
So I've got a mini PC. It's running fast and Mission Pinball Framework, pretty much the standard with what all the other guys are doing. So my first game was on Cobra, and after I talked to Aaron at TPF, I was convinced. Obviously, he was super passionate. He helped me a lot because I had experience with Cobra, so he helped me with the wiring, with some of the logic. So it's on fast.
Come over here a little bit.
For sure.
So fast and NPM. What did you find? Did you do the coding yourself?
I did. So all of the interface, all the coding, the design and layout is all me. I built the cabinet. I transferred all the playfield. So all the design work, all the UI work, all the building work was all me.
Okay, so for people who are not really strong in coding, how helpful is like a Mission Pinball Framework? And do you think it could help someone who's like, I'm a little scared of code, or do you come from a coding background?
I was an English major in school. I'd never coded anything in my life before my last game. So with Homebrew, you have to be kind of good at a lot. So, you're an inch deep and a mile wide. If you're really, really good at woodwork and you suck at everything else, okay, you can learn it, but that's not going to give you an advantage. So I don't have a coding background. MPF was written intentionally for people who don't know how to code to be able to make their own game. That doesn't mean that it's easy. There's a steep learning curve, and you have to think about things differently. But once you get the hang of it, then you can start to do modes and light shows and that kind of stuff. You just got to put in the work, period, dot.
See, I'm not sure. It's like trying to put the universe in your brain. When you tell a person, when you bring up a game that looks like this, do you guys realize how much work that was done to get to this point? And that's not to scare you off. That's just to say, like you said, it takes time. Like the rule set alone, how long? I know there's not a quantitative how long, but about how long did it take for you to come up with a concept for the rule set for this game?
So with each one of my games, I saw the game before I'd ever drilled anything into wood. I just knew what it was going to look like, and I knew how the rules were going to be laid out. Narrative to me is important, and we were talking about this yesterday at our seminar with Friday the 13th. Before you even step up to the game, who am I and what am I doing? I'm Jason, and I'm chasing counselors, and I'm collecting weapons. With this game, you walk up, and you're Jack Burton. You are in the Pork Chop Express, and you're battling your way through monsters and magic to fight Lopan. And that drives the rules, and that drives all the modes.
Okay, so did you, at some point, the game just started kind of driving itself and starting to kind of talk to you and say, I want to be played this way, etc.
For sure. So it's got a pretty typical pinball rule set in that you've got to collect a couple of achievements to get to the wizard mode. So, you watch the movie and there's so many moments. So those are my modes, or I call them my missions. And then there's monster battles, with like eyeball monsters and werewolves and stuff. Those are my monster battles. And then I have something called Darkest Magic Multi-Ball, with my shirt. So you collect magic letters by getting ramps and skill shots and that kind of stuff. You spell magic, and that will give you Darkest Magic Multi-Ball. Those are the 3 achievements in order to battle Lopan, who's the main bad guy. I had all that in my brain within 10 seconds of me deciding on the theme. It's just the execution and making sure the modes were fun and the shots were fun was a challenge.
I don't usually do this, but I'm going to ask my player right now. Isaiah, what kind of shots do you like so far in this?
That center shot, hitting the right orbit all the way around to the left, and then banking it off the left into the center, it feels really good. I hit that right orbit twice in a row into the center, and then it's making progress towards the multi-ball, and that's where I want to be, is in a multi-ball at all times.
What's your favorite, what's some of your favorite things on this layout? What are your personal?
So I have a lot of happy accidents that I wish I could take credit for as far as the flow. So I use a lot of existing mechs and devices from other games that I enjoyed. But I think what I'm most proud of is that horseshoe shot around the skull. Initially, there was a pop bumper in there and not a buck or a drop. So I said, I think something that's more interactive would be fun. So I built the skull, the ramp goes around the skull, there's a horseshoe around the skull. That shot feels really good, especially when you hit it from the upper right flipper. When I hit that, I'm like, wow, that was really cool. So it's neat to do that on your own game.
Did you have to think about whether you wanted a 2-flipper game, or is everything a 3-flipper game now?
So my first game was 2 flippers, and I knew this one was going to have at least 3. Just to kind of open up a little bit of shots. There's almost twice as many shots in this game as my first game, and you just get there by more flippers.
So yeah, so speaking about number of flippers and everything, when you add a 3rd flipper up in the top, what kind of trouble can you get into with that 3rd flipper?
you can get into big trouble in Little China. No, so you want to make sure. Yeah, so here's a bonus, and then you got the Guardian up there. Those are all the battles. So you got the 3 storms, the Wild Man, and the Guardian, and those are the guys that pop up during the bonus. So to your question, with the flipper, you want to make sure that flipper does something that no other shot can do. So you can hit the drop targets if you're lucky with the bottom flippers, but that ramp from the upper flipper, that's the only shot you can do. You can also hit that horseshoe shot. So to actually position that flipper is a lot of failing forward. You try it, you fail, you move it again, you fail until you get it. So everything on this game was trial and error. I failed with a lot of positions, but you use that and you move forward to shots that just feel good. So the layout is familiar, right? There's nothing overly goofy about the layout, but that's what I wanted. Something that you could walk up to, know kind of what you're shooting for, and the shots just feel good.
It looks very shooter friendly. You know what I mean? It looks very. Yeah, you lost it. Pinball, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it looks very shooter friendly. So what was something that gave you trouble on the game?
There is nothing that's easy with homebrew, and I'll tell you that probably one of the biggest maybe things that I wasn't expecting that I didn't have with my first game was sizing up the molds that I have in the game. So I had those every model in this game is custom for this game, so this is not off the shelf stuff. I had these commissioned, sizing them. So I've got about probably 40 different skulls of different colors in a bucket, trying to get the size just right and making sure that a ball would eject from the mouth. So the skull, I try to say the skull eats the ball. It took a lot of trial and error to get there. Same thing with everything else. With the Dragon of the Black Pool sign, that was a lot of engineering. And as I said, I'm not an engineer, I'm an English major. So I had to overcome a lot of obstacles, but it worked out.
What did you map this out in? Did you use like a virtual program? Did you use SolidWorks? Did you use Fusion? What did you lay out your playfield in?
A cocktail napkin. A cocktail napkin.
Oh, so you just sketched it?
Yeah.
So you went from sketch to...
Yes. So I go through 4 different playfields. So I have a sketch, and I put that on the thread. After I revealed the game, I put some of my early sketches that Brian actually drew on top of. So with my first playfield, it's all bets are off. I'm drilling, I'm gluing, I'm sawing.
And you're okay. I love to hear this, Kyle, because it's like you're okay to fail forward.
Absolutely.
Because you got to get through some failures to get to that solid thing. You're not going to start perfect. You're not going to start perfect, you guys.
So, a lot of people might be intimidated because they don't know how to use those programs. I don't know how to use those programs. So I can either draw the game and just try it. So that's how I am as a builder. Other guys are different. They have to have everything mapped out in SolidWorks, CAD, virtual, whatever. That just wasn't me. So I get my first playfield, I figure out kind of what feels good, and then I move on to my second with the inserts, move things around. My third one is out there that has the art as a sticker, and this is my 4th and final playfield, where I kind of had everything where I wanted it.
All right, cool. So, Kyle, here's what I'm going to do, because we talked to a lot of people. Talk Isaiah through some of the game. Talk Isaiah through some of the game right now. What are we doing?
All right, here we go. So the goal of the game is to battle Lopan. In order to battle Lopan, you got to do 3 things. Number 1 is you have to start all of your missions. To start a mission, you have to fill up the sorcery meter. So that's 3 shots. All of your shots that are blue, you shoot that fills your sorcery meter. So there's 5 possibilities. You got to hit 3. You unlock the mode at a ramp or the scoop. So if you hit a ramp when you qualify to mode, you get that up post, or you just lock it in the scoop. The second thing you have to do is all the battles, like we talked about. You battle the Wild Man, you battle the Guardian, and you battle the 3 storms. To unlock the battle with the Wild Man, you hit the stand-ups and they're orange. To unlock the battle with the storms, it's all drop targets. Everything is tracked up there, so those numbers, those are your battle numbers. You got to hit 5 captive balls to start the battle with the Guardian. You start all those battles, it unlocks your battle achievement. Finally, Darkest Magic. You got to spell magic. How do you spell magic? You get a magic letter with a skill shot, with Big Trouble multi-ball, with spinners, ramps, and orbits. Your bonus multiplier is the whirlpool around the skull. So you get all that stuff collected, and then that will multiply your bonus multiplier. There you go. And in between all that stuff, you've got 6 Demon Bag, which is switch hits. If you hit the shot, you get a reward. If you miss it, Lopan punishes you with reverse flippers. He'll turn your lights out. He'll take away points. The mystery is right up there. Those are your inline drops. You get points, you get extra kickbacks and that kind of stuff. Every ball will give you 2 player-controlled kickbacks and 2 automatic left kickbacks. Your mission is ready, so now what you have to do is hit a blue shot, and that will unlock the mission. I think. That's all you have to do. And there you go. That's all you have to do. The toughest shot in the game is the one you have to make. There you go. That's how you fight Lopan.
We literally have people walking up to the booth going, "Can we play?"
6 modes total. Sorry, there are 6 modes total. Scott Denisi did some custom music, and if you take a look at the VCR, it'll tell you easy. I got 3 easy, 2 medium, and 1 hard. There's also some Easter eggs that nobody's picked up on the VHS tapes. Those are all John Carpenter movies, except for one. And then, of course, you've got the Big Trouble poster in the background. So what you do is you pick a mode. It'll set it up for you. This is a hard mode that's actually easy, so I need to tone this one down. So you're underwater in the elevator, and you got to rip the spinner to fill your oxygen meter, and it goes down pretty quick. So you can shoot either orbit. There you go. And that will increase your oxygen meter. This mode is a minute, and this is one of the harder modes, so I need to maybe have a little bit more oxygen with every shot. But I tried to make every mode different, and I use lights to differentiate all the modes. I love interacting, all the RGB lights, the GI, the inserts and stuff. There you go.
What do you use to do your light shows?
So I'd say about 25% of them are just me getting in there, and the other, like, beautiful wavy light shows are from something called Show Creator that one of the builders actually signed just for himself, but he shared it with us, which is great. So I wanted this game more than Friday the 13th to feel alive. Lots of light shows, lots of action on the base screen. So almost everything on the base screen is moving, and you always have some kind of graphic telling the player what to do. So he's on 6 team and bag. He got 150 shots. He's got to hit the left ramp, and he didn't do it. And Lopan is going to punish him with he took away 1,000,000 points.
Oh, okay. So you have a wait a minute. You have a negative points mechanic.
I do. If you miss that shot,
you're mean.
Lopan punishes you. Well, if he's really mean, he takes away your lights, or he'll give you reverse flippers, and you got to deal with that for about 30 seconds. So this game is a battle. You are battling monsters, you're battling demons, and ultimately you're fighting your way towards Lopan.
Man, I tell you, Kyle, this just is ridiculous, man. We could put this in free goal watch, and people just put quarters and quarters and quarters.
So he just got the 60-second ball save with the mystery. It's going to drop that drop. There you go. I love inline drops, and I wanted inline drops. And I love kickbacks, too. So Friday the 13th had a kickback at the top. My kickbacks are at the bottom with this game.
Yeah, this is a moving kind of, it's kind of like, what's that game that I remember?
So that's from Medusa. That's one of my favorite games, and you control that kickback on Medusa with the right flipper button. With this game, I wanted to do it in the center because it's more traditional, but your timing has to be spot on.
Yeah, Medusa was
once the center shot. I've only successfully did it once. A kickback.
So this is the you can get this multi-ball once per ball. This is kind of the gimme 2-ball multi-ball, and I typically will try to stack this with a mode. You can stack this with every mode, and you can see on the base screen he does not have a mode active, so now you're just hitting jackpots.
Well, we're getting called for time right now, Kyle. This is, come on, man, bring it, baby.
I love it.
What's your plans for your next one? Oh, wait, that's a secret.
So I got the next 3 games mapped out. I'm working on a game for my company. They found out that I make pinball, so that one's about done. As soon as I get home, I'm going to put this one in the corner and work on that one. The second game is I'm going to work on a game with some of my homebrew buddies here, and we're all going to work on the same game. The third game is going to be something like this, some fun theme, you know, that maybe it's a little spooky, maybe it's a little funny, maybe it's a little sci-fi, we'll see. So the next, I don't want to call it cornerstone, but the next game from me will be around the corner.
There's a line of people waiting at your booth, so let's let you get your game back to your booth. Thank you so much, Kyle.
You bet.
This is amazing. This is Big Trouble in Little China.
You're really good, man.
I got to go over there and stand in line. Well, that's why I bring out the big guns for some of the games. Thank you, guys. We'll be right back.
Visite au sein de la section Homebrew particulièrement fournie cette année avec 39 flippers Homebrew. Le stand qui a eu le plus de succès est sans aucun doute Barrels of Fun, et l'on peut dire que le flipper labyrinthe a vraiment fait sensation. Il faut dire que la machine est particulièrement réussie, avec une parfaite intégration à la licence. Il y a un véritable World Under Glass. À mon sens, les concepteurs ont vraiment mis le paquet, et l'impression que cela me donne, c'est que le flipper est à l'image de ce qu'avait fait à l'époque, en 2013, Jersey Jack Pinball, avec leur premier flipper, le Wizard of Oz. La file d'attente était très longue pour jouer à l'un des 8 flippers labyrinthes. Il fallait vraiment s'armer de patience. Les représentants de la marque ont pris le temps de parler avec les visiteurs qui attendaient leur tour. Je n'ai entendu que des retours positifs sur la machine, et fait rassurant, il n'y a pas eu de panne impactante sur le salon. Preuve s'il en est du succès de la machine, la société Barrels of Fun a gagné le prix du meilleur vendeur du salon, et la société a vendu la totalité de son lot de flippers labyrinthe qu'il avait réservé à la vente directe aux consommateurs, soit 150 exemplaires. Tout consommateur souhaitant acheter un des jeux restants de la série des 1100 unités des labyrinthes doit le faire par l'intermédiaire de l'un des distributeurs de la société. La plupart des fabricants de flippers étaient présents, à commencer par Stern, qui proposait 70 flippers. Un nombre identique de flippers à l'année dernière, mais sur un espace plus réduit. Le dernier titre de Stern, Star Wars Fall of Empire, était bien sûr présent. Jersey Jack Pinball était présent avec le Harry Potter bien sûr, et un magnifique alignement de tous les flippers Jersey Jack Pinball produits depuis la création, c'est-à-dire depuis le Wizard of Oz. Le stand qui a eu le plus de succès était cette année encore Barrels of Fun, avec une file d'attente interminable, et l'on peut dire que le flipper Winchester Mystery House a fait sensation, avec une parfaite intégration au thème. Il y a un véritable World Under Glass. Lionel, présent au Pinball Expo de Chicago, s'est vu offrir une présentation VIP du Winchester Mystery House par Eric Prickke. Le flipper n'est pas punitif, avec des trajectoires très variées en difficulté. De très facile à hyper dur, Stairs to Nowhere. L'ambiance est top, j'ai pu y jouer dans une pièce à part du salon avec lumière réduite et son boosté. Le code est hyper étoffé. Pour la petite histoire, Eric qui bosse pour Barrels of Fun nous expliquait que le flip a été réalisé en 2 mois seulement. Le concepteur Carl DeAngelo avait tout imaginé. Le toys le plus sympa est selon moi le plateau tournant avec les différentes trajectoires qui marche super bien et qui est très bien utilisé. Je crois qu'il y a une configuration pour un lock avec un timer super bien conçu. Les call-outs sont top, cela permet une immersion totale. Bref, une vraie réussite, excepté le fait qu'il soit sold out en 4 jours. Et aussi, le panel 3D du fond est un peu décevant, car pas assez éclairé et brillant. Eric disait qu'ils ont commandé un certain type d'écran et qu'ils ont été livrés d'un autre type. Ils ont compensé en réduisant l'éclairage du General Illumination et sont en train de travailler là-dessus. Le stand de Pinball Brothers a également connu un franc succès grâce à la présence de 3 exemplaires du flipper Predator. Lionel, un des rares Français à s'être rendu sur le salon, distance oblige, nous a dit que le flipper était la bonne surprise du salon, avec un flipper assez agréable à jouer. Richard Chavez, un des acteurs du film Predator, Poncho dans le film, est venu sur le stand de Pinball Brothers signer des autographes. Étrangement, l'équipe de Spooky Pinball ne s'est pas déplacée sur le salon, mais il y avait bien un grand alignement de flippers Evil Dead. Il y avait un alignement de flippers American Pinball et leur toute dernière machine produite, qui malheureusement n'est pas un flipper. On voit sur la photo à gauche Mukesh Vasani, le responsable de la société mère Aimtron, et à droite, Ron Lindenman, Sales Manager au sein de la société American Pinball. Chicago Gaming Company est venu avec 2 flippers Pulp Fiction, 2 Medieval Madness Remake et 2 flippers Cactus Canyon Remake. Dutch Pinball était présent avec 2 flippers Alice. Il y avait sur chacun d'entre eux l'extension de Topper réalisée par Electric Playground, qui avait son stand juste en face. On voit ici le Topper réalisé par Electric Playground pour le flipper Twilight Zone. Melvin Williams de DPX a annoncé que le prochain jeu de DPX sera le célèbre jeu de flipper de John Popadiok, qui aurait dû sortir chez Deeproot, Retro Atomic Zombie Adventureland, alias Rasa. Dutch Pinball Exclusive prévoit de produire 333 exemplaires du Rasa. C'est moins que les 500 exemplaires d'Alice, au Pays des Merveilles, qu'il s'est engagé à produire. Rasa sera équipé d'un topper interactif et animatronique, vendus séparément. Seuls les joueurs qui commandent un topper lors de la commande de leur jeu pourront l'obtenir. DPX a apporté plusieurs modifications à la géométrie du jeu, notamment au niveau des rampes, et a ajouté des aimants pour améliorer les performances de tir par rapport à la version Deeproot. La machine sera même équipée d'un écran interactif controversé Pinbar que Deeproot avait intégré aux barres de verrouillage de ses machines. L'écran du Rasa de DPX sera situé sur le tablier de jeu au lieu de la barre de verrouillage et ne sera pas tactile. Les joueurs utiliseront les boutons du flipper pour le contrôler. À propos d'Alice, Melvin a déclaré que DPX en est à peu près à la moitié de la production. La production complète des 500 exemplaires ne sera probablement pas terminée avant fin mars. La production de Rasa est actuellement prévue pour début juin. Les clients n'ayant pas reçu leur jeu Alice au Pays des Merveilles d'ici janvier ont le droit d'annuler leur commande. Cependant, DPX a annoncé un avantage pour inciter les joueurs à rester fidèles. Tous ceux qui ont acheté et reçu un jeu Alice seront prioritaires pour la prochaine sortie majeure de Dutch Pinball, basée sur le film culte Retour vers le futur de 1985. Melvin prévoit que le jeu sera officiellement annoncé aux alentours de la Pinball Expo 2026. Exa Pinball était présent avec plusieurs flippers Space Hunt. Alexandre Mack et Antoine de Pelchin ont dévoilé le thème de leur deuxième flipper. Il s'agira du flipper Les Trois Mousquetaires, basé sur le roman de 1844 d'Alexandre Dumas. Il prévoit de présenter un jeu complet au prochain Texas Pinball Festival en mars 2026. Ce sera un jeu à un seul niveau, basé sur le livre plutôt que sur un des nombreux films réalisés sur le sujet au fil des ans. Et tous les supports vidéo sont développés en interne chez Exa Pinball.
In a kingdom torn by intrigue and duels, a young Gascon named D'Artagnan dreams of becoming a musketeer of the king. Betrayal, forbidden passions, and state secrets unfold under the watchful eye of Cardinal Richelieu and the deadly Milady de Winter. Alongside Athos, Porthos, and Aramis, he's drawn into an adventure where honor is earned at the tip of a sword. In this pinball, inspired by Alexandre Dumas' timeless masterpiece, step into 17th century Paris, where courage shines brighter than steel. The Three Musketeers by Hexa Pinball. Spring 2026. One for all, and all for pinball.
Turner Pinball avait sur son stand plusieurs exemplaires du flipper Ninja Eclipse et plusieurs exemplaires de son nouveau modèle Merlin's Arcade développé par John Norris quand il était encore chez Deeproot Pinball. Lionel, qui l'a testé sur place, précise que c'est un flipper très original. Il y avait également deux modèles de flipper de la marque espagnole Bittronic, le Super Hoop et le futur modèle développé par Antonio Ortuño, le Tokyo Perfect Drift. Ce dernier était déjà présent au DPO en novembre 2024. Rendez-vous est pris pour 2026, ça sera la 42e édition.